YouTube. It's Pap Brady. You did one half of Marvelous Bluntz. Well, today, Marvelous No Bluntz. I'm going to get into that in like a couple seconds. But what's Gucci, man? Subscribe to our page, like, comment, send us emails, suggestions of things to watch, things to play, you dig what I'm saying? And my new single, Freestyles, is in the link below, you dig what I'm saying? When I said earlier, Marvelous No Bluntz, I actually decided for this month of December to get some type of self-control. I'm only going to be smoking on like the weekend, so if a review, I'm doing something and it's not doing, if it's during the week, you ain't going to see me with a J. Just trying to, you know, build my tolerance back up, get my mind right, you know, at the end of the year, just trying to, you know, plan for the year going forward for not only just Marvelous Blunts with my life completely, you dig? So, Marvelous No Blunts today, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We still coming today. This weekend, man, went to go see that Frozen 2. You dig? Disney. They came out with their second part of the Frozen series. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I think Frozen came out in 2013. I literally just seen Frozen this year. Like, my fucking jaw hurt. Excuse me. And by the way, oh yeah, so people know right now, it might be some cussing in here, so this video ain't for the kids, you know what I'm saying? So just let y'all know that this video ain't for kids. But I just seen the first one, you know, I can't even lie. That's probably one of the best Disney movies I've seen, Frozen 1, in the past couple years, you feel what I'm saying? Like, since I was little, you feel me? Like, it was a good movie. Like, it had great songs. It looked visually great. It was a great story. I love Elsa and Anna, you know what I'm saying? And Kristoff. I love Olaf, everything about Frozen 1. I loved, man. So when I was preparing to go see Frozen 2 this past weekend, not saying I had a high expectation, but I did. You dig what I'm saying? I really went in with a high expectation. And I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. Frozen 2 was some mid. If it was like on a grade of weed, it would not be some pack, it would not be no loud, you know what I'm saying? This shit was some mid. Like, it really wasn't like the first one, you know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, I went to go see it with my girl. So I'm like, you know, I understood that it was for kids, but like, nigga, like, I just didn't feel like, it just didn't bring that, that Frozen 1 did. And that goes along to what I just said about the fact that Disney, I feel like this year was a cash grab. You feel me? Like, they dropped, I think, 7 movies that were billion-dollar movies. So I felt like this year they just need to get their money up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to even say what they're going to do in the future, because I hope they just get it together. But Disney was straight money grab this year, and it was just unacceptable, because that's how I felt about Frozen. Like, it was alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as great as the first one. Some people was like, it was great. It was man. It was not as good as the first one. And you shouldn't compare, but like I said, number 2 movies, they can either be bad, really, really bad, or they can be really good. You know what I'm saying? So this joint was alright, but I'm gonna get into it, man. So we back. Hold on real quick. Yeah. I had to come up with the name. Arendelle, yeah, Arendelle. Yeah, that's what it's called. I forgot the name. Arendelle, we back in Arendelle with Elsa and Anna. We hear the second one now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the town accepts Elsa for who she is as the queen. Like, she's the ice queen. Everybody knows that they're not messing with her, because she definitely will put them things on you. You know what I'm saying? So Anna, she's growing up, you know, she's dating Kristoff, and it just like everybody is growing up in this Frozen 2, which I did want to see, you feel me, because Frozen 2 came out in 2013, so you should expect some growth, and I can give you that. Frozen definitely did that. Like, they made sure that they, you know, grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually grew up, and you can see the maturity, the decisions they made were more adult-like in the second one. One thing I can say, when it comes to like how, like, you know, like the characters did in this film, I think they did okay. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was like the same thing from the first one. Like, they used the same formula, But at the same time, I feel like they could have just did more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they did the same formula over again and just try to do it again. You feel me? Like, I felt like I was watching Frozen 1 again, but like the same thing type thing. You feel me? And it felt scattered. You know what I'm saying? It just felt everywhere. Like, just the story was everywhere. And I feel like that's been the story of Disney movies / Marvel movies this whole year. The story just be everywhere. And you just like, what am I watching? You know what I'm saying? And the kids was laughing and stuff like that in the theater, but I just was like, man, this ain't the same. The funniest thing about the movie was Olaf. You know what I'm saying? But basically, this is the second installment, and basically this story is about Elsa and Anna. When they were young, their parents had told them the story of the enchanted forest. Of course, the enchanted forest. And basically this forest, once it got to like a certain level, the forest was just going to basically, like, the wind, the fire, the earth was going to just like take over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the evils of that forest was going to come out. That was the story that her father gave her. So this movie is basically about Elsa like following her heart. That's what I feel like, because like the voice was leading her to a place where she belongs. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this movie was about like really following your heart and what you really want to do with your life. It was definitely a deeper tone than Frozen 1. Frozen 1 was like kind of kiddie. This was like kind of dark. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. I mean, some real stuff. Man, look, I'm gonna be real. Just break right now, man. Like, whatever you two gonna do with this situation with all this cop stuff, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like, whatever's gonna happen, gonna happen. But it's hard for me to sit here and not, you know what I'm saying, like, just say, like, I'm not trying to cuss or whatever, man, stuff like that. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into this. But like I said, this movie is about really just growing up. Basically just shows her, it's actual, like, I guess like a harmony that keeps calling her, and she's like chasing the sound, and that ends up leading her to where she's going. You know what I'm saying? But at first she doesn't want to go, and that's like real stuff. Like, something may be telling you to go this way, but you fighting it, but then eventually you like, I gotta see what's going on, because now Arendelle, the forest or whatever, like now it's like awakening, and Arendelle like is being destroyed. They had to clear out the city and everything like that. So like she's just trying to figure out what she can do to save her city. You know what I'm saying? Anna's back. I feel like Anna, she's like stepping up to getting older, and like Elsa's kind of like trying to make her realize like, you can't follow me into everything. Like, sometimes you got to do your own thing. So I feel like for Anna's character, it was about just her growing up into her own and being herself. Because Elsa already realized who she was. She just didn't know where she was at. So Anna's trying to become a better person. Kristoff and Olaf, I just feel like they just threw them in there to throw them in there. And I feel like that sucks, you feel me? Because it's like, I know it's about Elsa and Anna, but I feel like everybody, it was a lot of characters that they had good stories about in the first one. Now it's just like they kind of brought their parents back into it. Like, they just did the Disney thing where they just go back. They just gotta live all the style of the other shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I didn't really feel that. But you know, Anna, of course, in this movie, she was about to die. Again, always to this movie, all in Frozen, she's always about to die. I don't know why she don't get, you are not a Frozen person. Do not step out there. You know, so that was big. And basically, like I said, the movie is just them trying to find themselves and figure out where they're gonna go in life as Elsa and Anna as single people. You feel me? Kristoff is trying to marry Anna the whole movie. I'm just like, they just got him looking stupid. Like, they didn't have him doing anything manly. They just had him just chasing around Anna trying to marry. So I didn't really like that, but that's another story. But overall, like I said, I just thought the story was mid. Like, I just thought it was just a mid movie. Like, it made me look back at Toy Story 4. Like, this joint wasn't that good, because it literally was like Toy Story 4 to me. It's just like they're just trying to just throw everything in there and kind of just wrap it up so they can just move on, get this check. And I just feel like this movie was about the check, and that took the feeling out of it. Because, like, you understand, like, I really love Frozen 1 and Frozen 2. At some points, I was fighting to stay awake. And I'm just like, man, I know it's a kid's movie, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? So, I really wasn't feeling that. So, like, but the good thing I can say about Frozen 2 was the fact that visually, like I said, Disney putting something on the screen, making it look great. They do a great job with that, man. Like, I salute them in that. visually the movie looked great, and that's what kept my attention, just the colors and everything that was going on with the movie that does nothing to do with the story or the acting. Like just how it looked was great. I think it's a song called "Show Yourself." It might be the name of it. I think that was the best song on Frozen 2 was "Show Yourself." I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that was like the Let It Go Part 2, and I'll let people decide. Y'all let me know what y'all think is better, Show Yourself, Elsa, or Let It Go, because I think Let It Go just cranks too hard. Like Show Yourself is cool, but it's like, you know, but it was the best one in that movie. Olaf was a great thing about this movie. He was funny. He was consistently funny. He carried on what he did from the first one to this one, and that was the only reason why I laughed. The whole movie was Olaf. Everything else was just like, all right, whatever. I'm looking at my notes. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the movie's about growing up, but that's the good thing. Let's go smack into the bad things, man. Like I said, I didn't like the script. I didn't like how everything was just mashed together. Like they just went everywhere, but nothing was really explaining anything. Like, or why this was happening in the movie, or what it had to do with anything. I didn't like that. And like I said, this movie had a second movie syndrome, and that what I say that is when, you know, the first one does so great, it's so much expectation for the second one that it doesn't live up to it. So I really don't think that this one is nothing on Frozen 1. The songs sucked. All the songs sucked except one song. Like, I'm really disappointed in Disney in that. Like, come on now. I can't go from like the soundtrack of the century to this crap, this bullshit that they just tossed out. I'm telling you, like, this movie looked like it was just tossed out. Like, we know it's gonna get $1 million, $1 billion, all this money. Let's just toss it out. Another Endgame. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the way it's supposed to be. And I'm praying next year or the next couple years, Hollywood sees that these type of movies ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing out these throwaway, crappy movies ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's giving me gut. Like I said, song trash. I feel like the character development, besides them growing up, I mean, that was expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, trash. Like, it was nothing. It was nothing. That spark that the first one had just was gone, man. And it really is upsetting because it's like, man, the kids don't know left or right. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, adults lead the kids. You know what I'm saying? They follow, you know what I'm saying, train a child the way they should go, you know what I'm saying, like type stuff. And that's the way they going to go. But, man, I was sitting here like, dog, this is a one-time movie. Like, I would never watch this again, even as a kid. You know what I'm saying? The first one, I'll watch that again, over and over again. I'm probably going to watch the first one after this just to watch it, to get that second crap off my mind. Because, like, it's like, even when I was talking to my girl, like, it was okay, but it just wasn't good, you know what I mean? You could just tell they kind of just, like, threw it to us, man. And that's not what's up. At all. You know what I'm saying? If you making movies. And I don't know, the way it ended, I'm like, is it going to have a third one? Like, what's going to happen? Like, they just ended it. Like, what's up? So I really wasn't feeling it overall, man. Like, you know, I feel like it's a filler movie for whatever Disney got going on. They just trying to get you to Star Wars and get you to Marvel next year. So I really don't think this was the greatest movie. And really, honestly, I would give it a C-. You feel me? I don't even have that much to say about it. I wish I could have did a review of Frozen 1 when it came out, because I would have had endless things to say. You feel me? But Frozen 2, this just wasn't it, Chief. Doesn't get a lot of up for me, man. If you want to go take your children, your little cousin, your niece, your nephew, I don't give a damn who you take, but take the children. They can see this and enjoy this for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, kids love anything. So, and they seem to love this movie. It was more of a kid response in that movie. And I know it's a kids movie, but Frozen was for kids, adults, teenagers, everybody. This movie was strictly for kids. So if you're not going to take your kid or anything like that, I would not suggest you go see it by yourself or on a date or anything like that, because it wasn't that great. But hey, it is what it is. Every movie not going to be great. Disney ain't going to just hit home runs every time. So Frozen 2 compared to Frozen 1, mid. The loud Pap is Frozen 1. The Reggie is definitely Frozen 2. You dig what I'm saying? But it's Pap Brady, one half of Marvelous Bluntz. Shout out to everybody showing love on our MCU Phase 1 video. Second part, Phase 2 coming soon. and we got some more content coming soon. You dig? New year coming next year, and just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to us, viewing us, sharing our stuff like that. We really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Because we just having fun with it and expressing ourselves, and that's what it's all about. You dig? So everybody stay positive, stay up. It's Pap. You dig?